Welcome to the Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Jeremy Dooley.
The internet is coming down from its Star Wars high since the Battlefront beta's ended, and we've all watched the movie trailer like a billion times, and holy crap, is Star Wars like the biggest thing since sliced bread. Bigger than sliced bread, probably. It might have been the biggest thing ever.
We already knew that there have been 9 million downloads of the beta, but now EA has released its bragtastic infographic.
That's a word. We're making it a word.
With just how big the Battlefront beta was officially. 9.5 million players. The biggest beta ever for EA.
Maybe it's the biggest ever, period, or full stop if you're European. Maybe. It depends on how you define it, though. Minecraft was in beta for years and had more than 10 million registered users months before it hit its official release. But that's also, right, it's kind of a different animal, right? It's more akin to Steam's early access than a timed beta testing multiplayer and balance and all that, which is what we're looking at. So let's just set that one aside.
Well, depending on how you look at it, even Battlefront is kind of tricky. It could be considered almost a demo since it could take longer than a month for DICE to implement all the balance changes the beta uncovered. That's a lot of data.
Get to work, DICE.
As if they weren't in big enough crunch already.
Now, look, we're here to figure out if it's the biggest beta ever, not go all soft about their, need to sleep every few days or whatever.
Well, all right, let's look at some of the other big betas we've seen recently.
Destiny boasted 4.6 million total players, and that beta was considered huge.
Pretty big.
But not quite as big as this. Its numbers probably suffered a little bit, well, a lot of it from not appearing on PC like Battlefront did, but it did get a boost from PS3 and Xbox 360, which Battlefront did not have.
Right, and the Halo 5 beta didn't reveal how many players participated, so the closest we can do is gameplay hours. Halo 5 beta boasts 2.5 million hours during the beta, while Battlefront claims 1.6 billion minutes. That translates into a bit under 26.7 million hours.
Algebra! Is that algebra?
Probably. You could put next in there.
Yeah. That's 10 times the number of hours played for the Halo 5 beta, but it gets even more impressive because the Halo 5 beta ran for 21 days, while the Battlefront beta ran for just 6.
Gosh, now look, we're not calling Halo 5's beta a failure. There are a few big caveats we should note. The Halo 5 beta was platform exclusive. So no PC.
Makes a big difference.
But what also makes a big difference is it wasn't an open beta. You had to buy the Master Chief Collection to get access. So its goal was to sell more copies of the collection rather than deliver the biggest numbers. Still, we want to look at it because, it was a big event this year.
Right.
Halo 5.
Would have been a shame to miss it. We'd like to compare the Black Ops 3 beta numbers since that ran for 5 days a few months ago in August. So, kind of similar, but we can't.
Yeah, like Halo, Activision didn't publish the exact number of players. All they said was millions of gamers downloaded and played the beta.
Whoa, Activision, enough with the oversharing. Did we ask for your life story? I don't think so.
They did claim it was the biggest PS4 beta ever, but it also appeared on Xbox One and PC after the PS4 beta wrapped up, and nothing was really said about that, so we can't really do a big comparison breakdown there. Don't blame us, blame Activision.
It's all Activision's fault. Probably the best comparison we have is another EA published game though, Battlefield Hardline, because it was A, open beta, B, multi-platform, and C, ran for a similar number of days earlier this year. And hey, since everyone figures Battlefront is basically a Battlefield reskin anyway, it's good to look at, right?
Yeah, pretty close. According to an infographic released by the developers, that beta had 7 million players.
Again, there are some caveats we should mention. While both Battlefront and Hardline were multi-platform betas appearing on PC, PS4, and Xbox One, Battlefront is current gen's consoles only, while Hardline also ran on PS3 and Xbox 360. So it may have benefited from that bigger install base, but still not enough to keep it ahead of Battlefront. So many numbers.
That's it! That's too much math. We're done. Forget it.
My middle school teacher would be really proud. The point is a lot of people played the Battlefront beta. That's what all that math said. Since the game was announced and found to be coming without a lot of the features seen in previous Battlefront games, a lot of diehard fans have been predicting its failure constantly. But these beta numbers at least show that a lot of people are interested in Battlefront. At least 9 million of them, even if their interest is in it doing terribly.
Yeah, why no server browser? Come on, you're just fucking with us. And then it will magically be there at launch. Yeah, get over it, come on.
It really could benefit from that, but I digress. The thing about betas, though, is that players doesn't always translate directly into sales. EA never directly announced Hardline sales numbers, just said that we're very happy with how well the game has sold, which translates to not enough sales for us to brag about. Yeah. And if it has sold as many copies in its first few months or so as it had beta players, it would have been on a level with Battlefield 4, which has sold a bit more than 7 million in its first 6-ish months or so, and that's plenty to at least acknowledge, right? So it probably didn't do even close to that many.
Now, it is entirely possible that in spite of being EA's biggest beta ever, and maybe even the biggest beta of its kind ever, it wouldn't sell all that well. But
it's Star Wars. It comes out right before the new movie. It's gonna sell just fine. Lots of people are gonna play it. And you know what? Probably millions of them won't give a crap about what it doesn't have that Battlefront 2 did, because they just don't care. It's Star Wars, and as long as it's fun, they're happy.
Yeah, and from the chatter coming out of the beta and the fact that 6 million people played long enough to get to rank 5, which was the max, I know, I was one of them, that's probably going to be the case.
We're all very proud of you.
Oh,
Wow,
I know, that
nice
jump
work,
jet,
Jeremy.
you gotta love it.
That doesn't mean the game is flawless and all the critics are wrong, though. While DICE may not be able to fix everything in time for day one, hopefully they can address some of the bigger stuff, at least, like how unbalanced the Walker Assault mode is.
Yeah, so they've already acknowledged that one is problematic. They said, yeah, it's too tough. We'll make changes based on the feedback and data. But aside from the inevitable launch issues, it's actually looking pretty good for the game. EA is projecting 9 to 10 million sales for the game this fiscal year, which for EA is in like March, I think. And that estimate was backed up by analyst Piper Jaffray in a few months ago, who expects the game to do 10.5 million units this fiscal year.
Of course, Battlefield 4 was also expected to do 14 million units at launch, so let that be a lesson to you, DICE. It's just kind of important for the game to work. Those few hours of sleep every few days, learn to do without them for the next few weeks at least.
If you played the beta, did it sway your opinion one way or the other? Let us know in the comments.
And for all your best beta comparison numbers, make sure you like and subscribe to the Know, because I think we're really good at them. We did a lot of numbers.
We are in the news math experts.
You like Battlefront?
I do. It was okay. It was definitely unbalanced. Yeah, you can go into third person like Battle. But you know
and
what?
Darth Vader's different.
They took out the NPCs of Battlefront 2. That was like my favorite part, is that you were in like a war. They took all that out.
Yeah.
Sad.
Nice first read, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun.